it would be because that's the thing is like if you're scrimming EG, they might test some shit against you, and then you beat them, and it's like, well, like we're scrimming, like people scrim where they have bad ping, they might have somebody playing from like a parent's house or whatever. You know, it's not an actual match.
Yeah.
It's just practice. So.
10 seconds
It
remaining.
would be funny if it's like somehow like when an esports reporter found out that
5 seconds remaining.
you know, some stack beat EG in a scrim and they just made a big deal out of it. It would be a fun
Oh god,
thing.
I thought of a really good analogy, but it's insanely dirty. I have really good analogy.
Monster,
I'm
cover
trying-
your ears.
I'm trying to think of a way. I'm trying to think of a way to say it.
Radiant team picked.
Ooh, ogre. Okay, ogre.
All right, I'm not gonna.
Morphling
We're,
witch doctor.
we're gonna leave it.
I'm trying to bail you out on this one.
Yeah, whatever.
Marana Ember Keeper, and I like this combo. The Keeper Ember is what I've been asking for every time we've seen the Ember first pick. It's the first time I think we're seeing it together. But then you've got the Marana, which I think is always nice because Marana's looking to make a rotation towards mid, searing chains into an
10
arrow. All of a
seconds
sudden,
remaining.
like that's super troublesome for whoever's in that matchup.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, definitely. Like that's for me. Whenever I'm trying to pick Pudge recently, I always try to do it whenever there's like some sort of setup on my team. I feel like when it comes to, let's say, Coddle, everybody's all about the combos, right? Like you don't pick Coddle without the combos, or you very rarely do, because why not? It's just so good. But with these skill shot heroes, that's not the line of thinking, and I feel like it's an ego thing for a lot of people.
Oh, okay. I was just saying how we don't see Sven ever. Were they
Another
listening?
combo, good combo with the Marana you can set up. It's really nice to be able to roam to a lane, and like either one of your lane guys are going to set up for you. It gives you so much kill threat. It's like you become an Earth Spirit, except what you're hitting is a Marana arrow,
10
not an Earth
seconds
Spirit roll.
remaining.
It's like way longer stun duration. So pretty nice.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Legion command.
Huh, okay. Legion. Good against the Ember. Really good against it. Definitely pretty good, I would say, against the two supports of +1. They're very squishy, easy to kill. Not entirely sure what it does to the Sven. Sven has high armor in lane and extra damage, so he might just be fine against the Legion. We'll see, though. I think it depends on
10
probably who's
seconds
ahead,
remaining.
who has the level advantage.
Is this
5 seconds
more likely to
remaining.
be a mid morphling or a safe lane morphling?
That's a good question. Definitely not an off-lane morphling. This team, you know, they can run some crazy stuff in the off-lane, but I think both Gunnar and Sammy can play morph, but I'd be more inclined to say it's probably like a Gunnar morphling, and that Sammy Boy will be playing something that's like more of a hard carry. I know morph is definitely a hard carry, but he's like a storm spirit. You know, he's like a magic damage carry. Like
10 seconds
Sammy Boy
remaining.
plays like the way more traditional carries, like the anti-mages and PAs and Terror Blades and
5
things like that.
seconds remaining.
So I just have a feeling like it'll be Gunnar morph. Let's see, what can you pick now for Sam? Let's see, what does he play? Can't Broodmother really. It's a pretty bad Brood draft.
Do it anyway.
I mean, if you want to make it interesting, sure. Clinks is not bad, but I feel like they lack team fight. I really feel like they do lack team fight. I don't know what Sammy plays. Maybe they'll do Gunnar on some sort of team fight hero. Maybe like
Dire
Kunkka.
team pick. Radiant team pick.
Okay.
Viper, big fan.
They're trying out the Viper. Interesting. I think you and Zyori might have been right. I might be wrong on this hero. Maybe it is good. Everybody seems to be picking it.
Yeah, I'm.
Let's see, what's the win rate? 55% in pro level pubs. That's impressive.
10 seconds remaining.
Not a huge amount of picks, but it's up there.
5 seconds remaining.
Continue to push or pedal Viper onto people.
Yeah.
Choose
Lone
your
Druid.
Okay. Lone Druid.
So offlane Sven.
Offlane
Gunner's
Marana for
playing
Ember. No.
Oh,
for
it's a
Sven,
4
okay.
Sven. I mean, his stun is good. It's just a good stun. It's his new aura thing, the ability,
Mhm.
armor ability. That's quite good. I mean, it gives a lot of armor at level 1. It gives I think it gives damage. I think it gives move speed. So it's quite good. But with that being said, the cooldown's very long on it. That's the big issue with it. It doesn't have that high of uptime compared to a lot of these other abilities. Like Luna has basically the same thing except it's a passive. So Sven is, I mean, if Sven is good right now, it's probably as like a 4 or as an offlane, because carry Sven, people have tried it. It doesn't work. It's like a 4-item hero. It's just too slow.
Yeah, it's odd. Sven in a different position, but that's what you say about all heroes when they're not in the position that you're acquainted with them on. So,
True.
I'm interested to see it,
Yeah. Jano offlane Mirana, against the Viper. I feel like that makes more sense, and that's probably why they're running the 4 Sven, because it's Sammy Boy Viper. If they put a Sven against a Viper in lane, core matchup, Viper's gonna crush that. Whereas Mirana can just kind of keep her distance. So that makes a lot of sense. And I know Jano's a big Mirana player.
This reward transcends.
Come on, symmetry, Jano.
Everybody die. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, Ocean.
He doesn't do it. He never does it.
There's always got to be the last man standing, so I guess it's fair enough.
Ocean hasn't bought items
Prepare
either.
for battle.
Sir, you have a Dota match.
Oh gosh. There it is.
Ah, perfect. Ring of protection.
Oh
Good stuff.
god, did I just hear the gunner shotgun? Oh my gosh. The shotgun taunt.
That's cool. I like that. I've never seen that.
What is that sound effect?
Oh, that was Sven stun. That's what that sound effect was.
They're trying to kill Husky, but Husky's so tanky. Wish is just dead. You try to come at us, but we'll come at you. I don't know why you... Alright. I mean, you went after Husky, probably the tankiest person on the map right now. And
Jano might be dead too, man.
30 seconds.
That's a lot of slow. 229.
yeah, poison attack's no joke. Blinding Light will save him? Maybe.
But he's got
Fire
he's got
Blast
stun
again.
again.
All he has is an arrow. I mean, that's it. Sammy Boy gets a kill.
Wow.
Gunner gets a kill.
What a start.
See you later, nerds. See you later, nerds.
The best start you could ask for.
Dude, Husky is playing like a madman. I love it.
This hero is
The battle
metaphorically
begins.
broken.
Yeah.
It's kind of disgusting.
It's a pretty gross hero. He's a big dumb ogre, that's for sure. 3 runes already for Monkeys Forever team. I called them that for a very long time.
See the
He's the mascot.
okay. Fair enough. Just a quick start like that, and then Gunner's gonna be up against Ched mid. I think with Gunner, it shouldn't be that difficult of a lane, right?
No, it's definitely favorable for Morph, but you need a couple levels. Like, Ched's doing a really good job pressuring him in the first level. Morph is just so garbage until level 3. Jano really low.
He just gets run at. And Jano might just be dead. I mean, all he's got is the arrow. So, is Wish playing the 3 in this scenario? It feels like he is.
I mean, he's got boots first. It really feels like he's definitely offline. Or sorry, he's definitely the
Another
fourth.
stun, one more poison attack. Jano. He'll end up dead. Sammy Boy with yet another kill. I mean, this is just ring around the rosy on the trees. And eventually somebody's going to go down.
Husky is just running at people, thwomping them.
And there's no reason not to. You're an ogre.
This hero's the best at doing this.
It feels like should be a bit of an easier game for Husky to just run at you. I wish it's decently hard on a Husky who's still just level 1. Like, The stun comes in, they'll look for the arrow, but this is not timed nearly on the mark. But then Ogre just has tangos coming in. He'd love a sap, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's so much trading going on up here. It's almost like one of Husky or Sammy should suicide. Probably Husky. He's the Ogre.
Just a couple of shots pushes away the Mirana. So now I guess we'll look over bottom. It feels like all these lanes so far for 4Zoomers is exactly what they want it to be. And ooh, Cask. They have the damage to kill this bear. The Cask goes back. They might be able to get it. Just 60 more health.
It's got a resummon.
And there it is.
The NM does not have a TP scroll in the bear though. That means that he cannot TP it back to base, and he basically has half the amount of resummons if you don't get a TP on the bear.
So again, Cask comes in. Maledict. Some damage on the DNM, and by some, I mean quite a bit. Monkeys Forever already hitting pretty hard. Goes 2 into the Moment of Courage, 1 in the Overwhelming Odds, and this really isn't a lane that he needs press the attack on, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, what is there to purge, really? The second point of Moment is just really good for trading. Like, it'll dumpster this bear. Give him the lifesteal he needs to trade with it.
Arrow hits onto Husky, and he'll end up dead. Harassing Jano, but eventually losing his head. Or heads.
Yeah, I mean, Sammy Boy needs some regen anyway, so this will let him drop some stuff for the Ogre to pick up.
Haste.
Gunner should be fine. He's got level 3 more.
Yeah, Ogre comes over. He'll refill the bottle. That's always nice. Refill the bottle. The 4-minute rune was already taken. It got taken, okay, by Wish. But look at Chet. The damage he is taking, like, even with the Flame Guard, he is struggling. Like, Gunner's not scared.
Yeah, this is a really good matchup for Morphling. You just never have the damage to kill a Morph until you get Vessel.
And it may just be the CS, but I can't tell who's the 3 yet. Technically, Wish has 5 CS now, equal with the Mirana, as Lone Druid gets the kill on 2 Ocean.
Never refuse gold given.
Yeah, very rough. I'm not sure what this. I mean, it's partly due to the, like, just Ogre Viper. This is a really hard lane to play against, but a Mirana is not like a Bat Rider, right? You can't cut the wave, so he's just feeling really useless up here. If he's not winning this lane, he just gets stomped out. They basically have 3 supports on +1 now. Gano's trying to arrow mid.
But this puts him... Ooh, the arrow...
Oh, he-
wow! Is he gonna get there?
Oh, that would have been so sick. That would have been so sick if Ched could have finished that off.
But
Gotta
now
trust your teammate, Ched.
he's here, but, like, nobody's getting anything out of top. This lane's just dead.
Sammy Boy's getting a lot out of top, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's getting a free top lane.
He's a happy boy.
It's kind of wild. I know I say that word a lot.
Radiant's top
but
tower
it is.
is under attack.
Arrow,
Husky.
this time on the Husky, but...
Yeah, he wanted to stop it from hitting the catapult.
And that's the right play, you know? You're putting pressure onto the tier 1 tower top. Keep the catapult alive as long as you can. Leap forward, but... Yeah, luckily you got the leap back.
So they do get the catapult, but it requires Juan to come up here. All 3 supports are up here now.
All 3 supports,
Yeah.
basically. But Sammy Boy happy with what he's got. Legion, Monkeys Forever. Yeah,
Radiant's
he's in
middle
a good
tower
spot.
is under attack.
And Gunnar, top of the net worth. Very happy. Stormhammer, arrow, not gonna land. Illuminate coming through on a Sammy boy. He is not gonna survive. And I'm surprised nobody rotated to help him out. 3 heroes here that really aren't too strong with their lack of levels and lack of farm. Just allowed to get away with that. And you could see how
Dire's
Husky's
top
just
tower
running
is
it
under
with.
attack.
Yeah, they can't really do much to each other. Sammy Boy, however, he's pretty slow hero. I like that Jano's maxing the arrow. I think if you're going to play this hero as an offlane Mirana, this is what you want to do. You don't really have the mana to spam the Starstorm.
So the Obs get spotted. Sammy Boy now has shown that he is bottom. Husky's going to take over the lane to try and get some levels. It's been an open lane so far.
Sammy Boy maxing out the Nether Toxin, opting to farm.
Well, nobody was in his lane, right? So poison attack's not really being used. Nether Toxin, just farm as quickly as you can. Go into the jungle from top. Like, now he can go around the jungle and farm with Nether Toxin.
Sure. I mean, yeah, it's true. It's just, it doesn't scale that well is the only thing. Scales from 80 to 140.
Yeah.
You know, it's,
But he did get an
Doesn't
arcane ring, so life just got way better for him. Oh my god. That is a really good one to have. Especially if you're going... Oh, well, okay, he went treads. I was going to say, especially if he goes arcane boots. Which I've done every now and then on Viper. It's always some fun as you lose Husky bottom.
which is there. Gets a double stun.
He's still looking for Ocean. He's still looking for Monkey Sparrow. Arrow is way off the mark, but it doesn't matter. Ocean's gone, and they'll take the 2 kills down bottom. This is still keeping Gunnar free. Sammy Boy farm in the jungle, pretty much open.
I've not seen this Viper hero do this in a long time. It's weird to see, but I suppose there's nothing really else that he can do. It's not like a pusher or something. Can maybe push top lane.
Oh. I guess he hit that arrow.
Jano's owning.
I looked over at the Viper farming for a second, and then all of a sudden, Jano hits that arrow. So, like, the thing is, like, I guess he's trying to go into the Hurricane Pike. I've done it differently. My build doesn't matter. Completely irrelevant to this game. But, you know, like Arcane Boots, maybe a Rod of Atos, go into Guardian Greaves afterwards. But not necessary, I feel like, with the lockdown that they have. To go Rod of Atos.
Depends on your role.
Yeah.
I've seen Dominator too. That looks pretty good. But he's a carry Viper, so. It's the arrow.
Yeah, this is setting up pretty well.
Oops. Speedy rune of haste.
Certainly, you know, a good 1-2 punch with Stormhammer into the arrow. The stun gets longer and longer with each level.
Chet is there.
Chet
has a haste.
I'll go with the Remnant. Viper Strike is out, but Sammy Boy as well as Ocean are dead. Husky's up here just to die. And nobody's coming to save him.
He is definitely dead.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Triple kill for Chet.
Now they have the combo too together of the Keeper of the Light plus Ember Spirit.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Kind of
Radiant's middle tower is under
it looks
attack.
like
Dire's top
almost a bit
tower
of
is
tilt
under
or
attack.
what's the word? Zoomers are a little sure of themselves in this game. I mean, I was sure of them. I thought this was going to be another stomp, but like +1, they are showing signs of life, which is great to see.
I mean, they're not rotating. Like, why are you letting Sammy Boy just get eaten up like that? Like, why aren't Gunnar and Legion coming over?
I suppose Monkeys is really close to his blink, and he also maxed his moment of courage, so he's not really he's not the typical like fighting Legion with, you know, Q-Max and press the attack and Gunner's morphling, getting arrowed mid, maybe a little bit tilted, and Sammy Boy's Viper. This is not a traditional hero that you see him play.
Rune of invisibility.
Yeah, I guess so. Just hanging Sammy Boy out to dry, though.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Now Ched back towards top.
Radiant's bottom
Ocean throws that ult, but immediately stopped with the Stormhammer. And again, Sammy Boy getting chased, nobody rotating. They've got everybody up here to get this kill onto this Viper. And they'll take yet another. It's 11-3.
Man, what nice plays from +1. They're like Jano with the arrows. I mean, he's literally just skill shotting them. I know he's setting up the Widge sometimes, but just like the arrow on Gunner, killing Gunner, and then he's always in the right position, as well as Ched. He took this mid lane that was kind of hard for him, losing matchup, and now he's rotating with the levels and gold that he got. And he's opening up the map a lot. Almost as the Vessel.
Stormhammer. Will-Wisp. Arrow flies in, not going to land. But turns into the Legion, gets the duel off onto the Ember. They won't have the damage to get the kill. Blinding Light is there. They look over to kill off the Bear at least. I believe they got the kill on the Bear. As Widge throws another Storm Arrow. Arrow hits. The attack is there to purge that off. Wait for him forward. Widge ends up dead. A 1-0 so far.
Oops. Oops.
So Ched does have his Vessel whenever they take the next fight. Still, even though they lost Widge there, they're still ahead. Defending this mid tower.
Bear doesn't have a respawn for a while. 80 seconds, and
that damage.
Yeah, that's not good. Jano gets a kill though onto the Ogre, so they got something out of it. Duel out onto this Sven. Ulti from Ocean. They've got the damage, but not the duel damage. Now they look over. Ember jumps in. So does Jano. Jano to the low ground. Ocean next to Ched. Cask hits, doesn't bounce. Widge is dead again, but he's been sacrificial in these last couple of engagements.
Man, Jano and Ched are absolutely putting this game on their back. Monkeys has no duel.
For now. Easy to just TP away.
Bounty runes?
If I'm +1, this game's going way better than the first one, that's for sure.
Top tower is under attack.
Certainly having much more fun with it. And it looked like it was going to be a little bit of the same. It started off with Sammy Boy and Gunner getting a kill apiece.
It did,
Radiant's
yeah.
bottom tower is
But
under attack.
a couple of throws here and there, good plays from +1, really great rotations, and they're back in it. It's dead even. See, how's the XP graph looking? +1 has a bit of an XP lead, nothing significant though.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, can they get Gunner?
First the attack is there, and now they're in the Moonlight Shadow. Slight, and they can't really do anything with the Will-Wisp pulling them in.
So close to killing Gunner there. He was max agility.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They need damage. They really need damage. This lone druid. He's got to show up to these fights, but he probably wants a basher before he does that. Too much. Because they don't really have a ton of disable on +1 for the Morphling. I think he needs a basher to really stick the bear on him.
And Sammy Boy, he's kind of far behind. And the game's not on him. Like, yes, he was in the safe lane position with his Viper, but I think it's certainly more on the Morphling this game than, say, like the last game when it was on the PA.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, whenever you have a morph mid, like typically he's the carry. It's like the same with when you have a storm or an OD. Like they're usually the carry, unless you're running something really greedy like they had the last game with the PA.
Yeah.
But Viper not too greedy. Just a semi carry, you know, not a real carry.
Wouldn't mind finding the bear. Wouldn't mind finding the lone druid. But Stormhammer comes in, and now they've got the ward. They'll get the kill on the Legion. Can they kill the lone druid? Can they get anything out of this? They'll find the lone druid at least, but they do lose Monkeys Forever.
The problem with dueling the lone druid is that his bear gives him lifesteal. It's 65%, so it's imagine a broodmother who presses insatiable hunger. That's exactly what lone druid gets with the bear Spirit Link. Not easy to kill him.
So Sammy Boy working on a Hurricane Pike. He is just 100 gold away from finishing it off. You know, it's been some time for him to continue to farm this up. Morphling, meanwhile, going E-Blade next. Like
this looks dangerous.
Shadow, and well, they'll have a cast to go with this. Press the attack comes through. Viper Strike on a Widge. Will-O-Wisp is on a 3. Arrow flies in. It doesn't land. Searing Chains is out. They've got the Starstorm in, and not one but two with Monkeys Forever falling.
Really nice. Most importantly, that's some vessel charges for Shed. So now the Morphling is killable.
Dire's structures are fortified.
This is certainly possible for +1. And I hate to speak like that. It's just after last game, you know, I am glad they're doing this well.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, this is more like a pub with the rotations that Zoomers were making, or lack thereof, I should say. Perhaps a little frustration from, they were saying in the lobby they've been waiting for 14 hours or something like that, maybe hyperbolizing a little bit, but you can sense the frustration, I think, in this game. Whether or not the cause is being tired or not.
Oh, like I said in the beginning of the series, it was like 11 then. Now it's like 12:30 in the morning. So
It's the way she goes with Dota, though. Sometimes you got long games. We had a lot of 60-minute ones today.
yeah, we had some long ones, and the pause from the East Coast series. That'll do.
Ooh, that was nice from Gunnar.
This will do nicely.
He's still looking.
He's really gonna go for this.
Yeah, Stormhammer, and then the Adaptive Strike. Wow. Gets a second.
Solo kill 2-0. That's 2 people.
And it's crazy how close it is, because you look at where Jano and Widge are in terms of net worth. Like, they really don't have much. Like, they don't have an offlaner getting farm right now for +1.
Yeah, it's rough. They basically have 3 supports. I mean, Jano's doing a lot of work, but it's with arrows. Like, he's not getting farmed for this, you know. It's Monkeys Forever. He's been farming up a storm. He's just jungling this whole time.
Yeah, going for the Heaven's Halberd. It would be nice, you know, and they've got the Eagle Song ready on Gunnar, so he's getting really close to the E-Blade. You can blow some of these heroes up. And then Viper going Hurricane Pike into the AC, so we'll have that extra attack speed, we'll have that extra armor. Good place for Viper when you're slow moving, trying to make something happen.
Just stand around, let your Gunnar do the work with the aura.
Alright, Stormhammer, Will-O-Wisp not going to land on the Viper. It hits Monkeys Forever for a second, but free gold there, and with that, I mean, the smoke fizzles. That really doesn't do much.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
guess you have to give it this Aegis, but
Radiant are
you really want to.
It's hard to fight with no Coddle ulti. That's there's a pretty big lack of disable on +1. They have arrow, but that's a skill shot. They have Sven stun, but it's a low duration, and then they have chains from Ember, and I mean that's just a root, you know, that can get purged by monkeys. So it's really all about this Coddle ulti. They have a Basher on Bear. No, he's not going for one. He's going for a Moon Shard, actually.
Bear eats some shots. They're getting around DNM,
Dire's top tower is under attack.
and they've got the Maledict. They'll have the damage. They want to force the resummon. But, oh, Monkeys Forever will find them. That means they could get the gold on the Bear. So they get the 300 gold on Sammy Boy, and they get the kill onto DNM.
Dire's top tower is under
Wow, that is
attack.
he was so focused on the Bear micro that
Radiant's bottom tower
his
is
hero
under
was
attack.
in the trees. Good on Monkeys Forever for
Radiant's
having
bottom
the,
tower has fallen.
Wherewithal. to get
the
that done.
foresight to do that. Yeah, that's interesting. He was just kind of fishing, and he reeled in a big one.
Yeah, that gives the 300 gold to Sammy Boy. Like, that's big eats.
Oh yeah, he's eating good tonight.
Dire
I'm not
are
looking forward to
scanning.
this Viper hero getting picked in pubs.
Oh, I love it. Big fan.
Not looking forward to this.
5K net worth lead for 4Zoomers. And, well, it's funny because
Radiant's
Husky just
bottom
runs
tower
in. Like,
is under
he
attack.
has 17 armor. It's so hard to deal with him.
He really doesn't care. He just doesn't. If he dies, who cares? So he's just manning up every time, giving vision.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Get the tier 1. Meanwhile, Gunner's got this E-Boy going Scotty. Already
Radiant's
has enough
top
for an
tower
ulti
has
orb.
fallen.
His farm is going through the roof right now.
Smoke wraparound coming in. Husky's gonna walk right into it.
I mean, well, maybe he dies, but like, alright, you killed the Ogre. Now what do you get out of this? The duel is on to the Ember, and they kill off Ched so quickly. Lois comes in, but look at Sammy Boy for the distance out. Is able to kill off Widge. And, well, Syrian Chains, he morphs into the Ember. Jano next. Double kill here for Gunner. Looks over at Juan, who tried to TP out, but, well, they've got the multicast on the Fire Blast, and Monkeys Forever gets yet another kill, 4 for 0. Or 4 for 1. I'm sorry, they killed Ogre to start that off. And he brought back.
He cares so little, he doesn't even care about his gold. You know, just willing to buy back instantly. Support his team with that
Philosopher's
bloodlust.
Stone.
That's true,
He's
true.
good for it.
About 2 minutes, he'll have that buyback gold back.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are
Oh, he canceled the
fortified.
bear TP. Monkey's trying to go for round 2. He's not in there.
Gunner just working on this tier 3 mid. Arrow doesn't land on anybody, and you see how quickly it's just gone.
Radiant's
Press the
middle
attack
tower
on
is
Gunner. Look at how fast he attacks. It's kind of disgusting, and Bear will get stunned. They'll kill Husky. He's dead for 60. Spirit Vessel on Morph. Storm Hammer. And he's got the Aegis. So, he's fine with that. Doesn't even die, though. Smoke coming in from Plus.
Radiant
Seven boys
are
out.
scanning.
They're gonna miss.
My waters rise.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Halberd for the Legion. Witch Doctor's got a Spirit Vessel of his own. Ogre, he's got a medallion and the Philosopher's Stone. That's all he really needs. And then Gunner, the real true story is, well, doing a lot with this E-Blade, Scotty, and now the Manta.
down mid. Here we go. They want this Rax.
And they very well might just end the game.
Ooh, Titan Sliver. That is insane for more.
Stormhammer in. Arrow misses, though. The arrow's a miss. Cast goes out. Searing Chains onto 2, but they already got the melee racks. Down towards bottom they'll go.
Pinging Gunner. It's a hard kill. They don't have any instant lockdown for him. Got the Manta to work with too.
Might, but the defense, it's gonna be rough. We'll see what they can do. Stun out onto the bear. Stormhammer with the arrow from Jano, and they're trying to blow up Sammy Boy. Got the Euros on to Gunner, but Gunner hits the adaptive strike onto the Sven. They'll need to heal up Sammy Boy. They've got the Spirit Vessel from Ocean as well as the Voodoo Restoration at level 2. So it's a slow siege, but one that's working so far. Stormhammer, and then again the press the attack. It's keeping him fine.
Unfortunately, there's no vessel charges from Shed. Otherwise, I think they could threaten Gunner a lot more.
Yeah, Gunner is really not scared of going onto the high ground. Will-O-Wisp with the duel. Can they kill Ember quick enough? Well, they can't. They don't get the dual damage. Monkeys Forever is still just dealing with 18, but they finally finish off Ched, who will buy back immediately. The bear goes down, 300 more gold. He respawns it. So he gave up the gold, respawns the bear, and might just lose it again. And yeah, so now, at the end of the day, the lone druid is just a creep. Widge dies, and he's got boots. He's got boots and no bear for over a minute.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
What do you do? He spins. He's
Top of the net worth, more like bottom of the net worth. Yeah, lower net worth with just boots than the Coddle. They end up losing Husky. Juan goes down. He'll buy back. But your racks are gone.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
They're going throne.
Duel again.
They
18. Make it 36.
Well, that's that.
See you later, nerds.
I don't think there's a rapier chance for this one. I know I said it for every other game, but this is too much.
Gunner moves in, looks over at Widge, blinding light, press the attack right on him. Will drop down the Nether Toxin. The arrow misses once again, but he's able to escape. The Remnant forward and back. Okay, sure, you got it. It resolves. As they kill off Juan, who bought back earlier. Dead for 70. They'll look at Widge. Can they get him in the base? No. Arrow hits from Jano. Overwhelming odds won't be enough. But there's the E-Blade to do in Jano. Looking over at Shed. Gunner. He'll commit. He'll commit. And he'll die. Okay. 90 seconds. Gone. He has buyback. But, well, Shed's dead.
504 shared bounty? As in... No. Okay, no, that's shared. That's split. That's not per hero. Still, I mean, I feel like he should give way more than that. 18,000 net worth.
Goes out on the Legion. Not much
Look how ridiculous! Look how ridiculous this Viper hero looks when he's hitting this fast. Why do his wings flap? Why do his wings flap every time?
Everything into it. 4Zoomers looking to finish the game. E-Blade Widge, he's gone. Ancient getting low, and 4Zoomers. They will continue to try and prove why they're the best team in the North American region. Or in the Americas. This is bi-regional.
It's all of them. It's all the Americas in the world.
Till we find out one other one exists. It's the one Columbus didn't tell us about.
Don't you bring him up, okay? As a Canadian, that offends me.
Sorry.
It's okay. That offends me too. No, really good stuff from Zoomers. I mean, of course, we expected this to look a lot better, I think, from them. I think after the first game, there was a bit of they were feeling themselves. They felt like there's very little way they could lose. They just completely outskilled +1, and that led to some pretty throwy stuff. But you could see the moment it kind of clicked back in for them, and that they started, trying really hard and being very serious about it, almost as if like they could have paused, like paused time and like talked about like, okay, guys, like let's relax, like let's just play. And they really, after Gunnar got that double kill bot, like the game looked impossible for +1. But I do want to shout out to, like, I feel like Ched's performance in both of these games has been good. He is doing well against Gunnar mid, and I mean Gunnar's like ranked 2. This guy is like one of the best mids in the Americas, if not in the world. Like his mechanics are stellar. They always have been. So to see Ched, who I don't even think this guy plays ranked, I think he plays unranked mostly, play this well against Gunnar is impressive. And I feel like he was making like good rotations and stuff too. So good for him.
Yeah, it's at the end of the day, when you play like this and you're playing against teams that you aren't expected to beat, it's what you pull away from the experience. It's what you pull away, what you can do better next time. And I think there are things that +1 can pull, especially Ched, like you said. So, maybe they're able to get some good lessons from this, good experience.
Yeah.
There's always experience in losing.
Most of the time. Unless you lose to techies, then.
I also didn't see that Ocean destroyed all his items.
Yep. Yeah, big shock. Big shock there.
Oh, my God.
No
Yeah.
surprise.
So that's it. I mean, we end the day with a pretty good docket of games. I was happy with that. Fun one for sure, especially at the beginning of the day. With Quincy Crew against EG, Business Associates crazy. Like, it all really did well. And +1, they'll start the day tomorrow against EG. And then we got Quincy Crew, Business Associates, and 4Zoomers on a back-to-back against Midas and Plasma. So,
Yeah.
it's certainly a statement day potential there for 4Zoomers. Because they come
I think
out
so. I mean,
and take both 2-0. They're at 3-1. They'd be tied with
Yeah,
EG
I mean,
if EG beat +1.
I think they're probably feeling themselves after beating EG. I think these other two teams are. I mean, they got to be careful about Midas Club. Like Midas Club looked good today. That's you could. I think if you throw like was thrown in this game to Midas Club, there are maybe more problems. That's a much more established team. You throw like that to HFN and he's on his Luna or Anti-Mage or something like that, and I don't know if you get it back. But I suspect they'll probably take that game a lot more seriously. Like they have a lot of respect for those players.
Yeah, and also I think it might be both US East, both games. So I don't know. It'll be.
I imagine it will be.
Yeah. So we'll be back tomorrow with that. We'll see you guys later. We've got BTS Southeast Asia Pro Series happening right now, and we'll be on with that after we wrap up with the ads and everything here. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. Follow us on Twitter at Bkop92, at Jenkins Dota on Twitter. Have a good day. Have a good night. And you guys are great. Love you guys.